Dun dun.
I love how Phoenix poses. He's very sassy.
He is.
Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand?
Miss Lana Sky, you and the chief prosecutor. That's not a question, that's just so if people forgot. They're not reminded. But I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything.
Don't I know it?
You all know that I've done these. You know all that I've done these past 2 years, as do all you know what I've done these past 2 years.
What? You know what? Maybe she is guilty, Your Honor.
No,
Hey!
no, not after all this.
No!
This is the turn off, Edgeworth.
She's been in jail for a couple days. Leave her alone.
Very true.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. I'm only telling you this because it's important to your character development.
Of course, the truth. My truth? Lana! No matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. Aw.
Mm-hmm.
That's just biologically true. She's not reassuring you.
No,
I mean, she is a scientist.
We've come full circle.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Oh?
No.
Not that kind.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant.
Lana, please, please, please.
All right, time to lie through my teeth.
Mm.
I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Even the judge thinks it's sussy
Even
wussy.
I'm questioning it.
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
Man, this is some heavy blackmail if she's like, I will die.
But, Lana!
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
Lies, lies, lies.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Rumor has it he has got the blackmail on you.
Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing everything because of me and herself. That's everything. I'm sorry, I don't know what is with me in these lines tonight, guys. I just want to give it my own spin, apparently.
But what if she's telling the truth?
Phoenix, Phoenix, Phoenix.
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Phoenix, you're second guessing yourself after Lana literally was like, someone called me on the phone and told me to dispose of the body.
Yeah, not the time, dude. You know this.
I mean, we gotta press because that's how this works, you know?
Indeed.
Hold it! How many years exactly?
Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years.
Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
She must have been good, coming from the same school as Mia.
Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why.
Was.
Hold it!
Past tense.
Dap! But think about it, Miss Sky. You yourself even said past tense, and you didn't murder.
Oh,
You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail.
You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip.
Hearsay? 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 Dylan?
You saying that's hearsay, yes.
Hey, I got it right!
I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife,
After he was already dead, yeah, we know this.
and
Hold it! Did you do so to help your sister?
Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. And end it.
Well, yeah, I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. Does state that she did it for Emma. But also, wouldn't technically Dark killing Emma also have been conviction enough for Dark to get put away? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
But like, that would be a dead sister.
Yeah, that's true. But she's saying
that
she did
would
it
be-
all to get Dark convicted. That's all I'm saying.
But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
Oh.
That's not the point.
It kind of is.
She was traumatized that day all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
So it was for Emma.
Anna.
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago.
Beep boop. Beep boop.
You say you did this all by yourself.
Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. We're getting to the nitty gritty.
The music stopped. Tap.
It seems I was the first person to discover the crime scene.
I'm waiting for those contradictions, Lana.
What the f?
We're gonna prove you innocent whether you like it or not.
There it is. It's already screwed up. There it is. Done.
The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
See? See? Hold
Yeah,
on.
That's already.
Hold on. More than she just already up, right? More than that. If she's saying that the broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body, how did that get there? We never talked
Yeah.
about how that got there. We never
No.
talked about how that got in there.
'Cause it was assumed
It
that
should have been the
Emma-
spear. She should have found him hanging on the
Or she-
spear. And now, well, that's true. Why? This is not that knife.
Yeah, this is completely wrong.
Tap. What?
Yeah, me too, Phoenix. Me
Yeah,
too.
yep.
That don't make any
Prosecutor Marshall
sense.
died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible.
So it wasn't Emma. So I think I'm right. I think Gant framed Emma to frame Lana to do the whole thing. I think that's where I'm going.
Here's the thing that was always getting me. Why would Neil Marshall write Emma's name in blood as he's dying?
Yeah.
And also doing it while hanging off a suit of armor.
Yeah. There's
Like-
no way.
No.
No.
That's too damn far-fetched.
I'm feeling this.
The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
That's not possible because Prosecutor Marshall's the one who had the broken thingy.
Something like that?
Sussy wussy.
So she's saying no.
Mm-hmm.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away.
It was totally Gant. It was totally Gant. I am
Oh, how could it not
putting my
be?
money on this. They did a hoopty scoopty loopty, but there's no way.
It was probably knocked away in the struggle.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
Oh, Phoenix. I don't know.
All just to protect me.
I don't know.
That's
I don't-
true love.
So, when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes, I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body.
Boop. And then moved the body.
You planted the tip of Dark's blade in the knife and...
What, huh?
But why? Why would you do that?
You, of all people, should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
Well, yes, of course, and explain it for everyone else who obviously isn't following.
My head isn't that bad, but maybe I gotta ask for the sake of the others.
Oh, which one?
I just said that.
Which one?
Hmm.
I'm gonna say, why did you move the body? She should have just switched the knife, right? She literally, if he was indeed
Yeah,
killed by
why-
Dark,
Why overcomplicate it?
exactly. If he was indeed killed by Dark, she should have just switched the knives, planted the thing to prove that it was actually Dark who killed it, because otherwise it was kind of ambiguous who was holding the prosecutor's sword. I think it's why did you move the body?
When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was. By Chief Gant's desk. That's not where all that blood was.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body.
The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan.
Pieces of the jar. You mean...
Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body.
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered to pieces.
Then how did he write on it?
Yeah. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear what happened right away.
Oh, and what was that?
Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious.
I don't know why they keep showing this if we've kind of like, we're in between what happened here.
In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle.
I see.
What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently, the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
I agree.
There
Man,
must be
we were
another
about to
legend
give
here
up.
somewhere.
Well, because her name is written on the whole of that jar.
Yeah. You couldn't
Not
have
just
written
Yeah.
it
one
on like
singular
pieces.
piece. It
Yeah.
wasn't in pieces
Yeah.
at
We were
all.
about to give up, but then Emma was like, we gotta keep going, and then now I think we should keep going.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone.
Hold it! So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do it to keep Emma from looking like the murderer?
How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period.
Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence.
She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened. In any
A
case,
good prosecutor would know that, like, Emma would have gotten off, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable.
Well, technically speaking, nothing's unpardonable, because state crimes can be pardoned by the governor, and federal crimes can be pardoned by the president.
There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Mr. Wright, my sister's lying!
Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself.
There's no way she could have done it alone.
I agree. I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction.
which he did. Okay, so what do we want to present where?
Pieces of the jar shattered during
You
the
think we
event.
want to show the jar?
Blood, yes, the
Okay,
bloody
all
Emma
right,
word.
Alright. Tab?
She's saying it shattered during the struggle.
Yeah, but how could
he
there
have
been
written
this
his name
whole
across
thing
the
on it?
full vase if it was in pieces?
Yep, ready? We're
Yeah.
doing it.
Whichever one that
pretty
says
sure.
Emma.
I feel
Objection!
confident.
Miss
Feel good.
Sky, the music stopped because I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
Yes, but there was a forgery before that forgery. That forged the forgery.
So you mean to say they've taken what we thought we think and make us think we thought our thoughts we've been thinking our thoughts we think we thought? I think?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life, Tap, will have been in vain. Even so, I'm compelled to bring everyone's attention to a significant contradiction within your testimony.
A contradiction in my testimony.
You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threaten my plan."
That's right. Also, that's a terrible impression of me.
Yeah, really.
Wow, I
trying
think
to
you need
be-
a throat lozenge after that one.
I was trying to be Phoenix being Lana instead of just Orin
Well,
being
it seems
Lana.
like we had witness to another murder in this courtroom, because
Yeah.
Phoenix just
the
butchered
murder
that
of her
testimony.
vocal folds. Oh, gee.
Hmm.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood.
Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies, or where you have lied. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must have not yet been broken before he died. Tap, he couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. At least not like that.
Order! Order!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are
Oh, it's Gant. Oh, it's Gant. Oh, it's Gant.
about the truth towards which we're headed.
Oh, it's Gant. Oh, it's Gant. Oh, it's Gant.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw.
Gimme.
We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth, TM.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
We hope you enjoyed watching this episode of the Arcade Cabinet.
Join us. We're live 9 p.m. Eastern, Twitch, and YouTube.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like and subscribe for more content and chaos.
See you next time.
And Meowth, that's right.
No.